Okay, my growies, there's your boy from Grow Plus for the next one at you. So today we're gonna talk about these little nice guys here. These is the guys who turn your lights on and off. You could use it for different parts of your house, but we also use it for our grow lights, um, even fans and stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you today is how to set these manual, how to set these up, guys. All right.
Now, if you receive the timer and the LCD is blank, you'll need to plug it in for a few hours. It has an internal battery that charges a microchip, and the microchip stores the current day and time as well as the programming information. In order to set the current day and time, you'll need to use the clock button here. In order to set it, you'll hold down the clock button, and while keeping it held down, you'll use the hour, minute, and week buttons to set the time and day of the week. So let's do that. To set the time and day of the week, I'll hold down the clock button. I'll use the hour button to adjust the hour, the minute button to adjust the minute, and the week key, and you'll see the weeks scroll across the top to select the day of the week. Now that we've got the current time and day set, we're ready to program. This timer has 8 different programs, and for each of the 8 programs you need to set the on time and off time. You don't need to use all 8 programs, but you have that flexibility. So to select each program, you'll use the program key here. If I press it once, you'll notice this is where I'll set the program 1 on time, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. If I press it again, this is where I'll set the program 1 off time. Press it again. This is where I'll set the program 2 on time, the program 2 off time, program 3 on time, program 3 off time, etc., for each of the 8 programs. And then it just loops back around. If you ever want to get back to the initial display, which is the time and day of the week, just click or press the clock button. So let's set program 1. To get to the programming options, you'll press the program button. And so here we'll set the program 1 on time by using the hour, minute, and week buttons. So if I press hour, let's set this to go off at 7:30 p.m. So I'll use the hour button to select the hour, the minute button to select the minutes, and then when it comes to the week button, we have lots of options. Right now you'll see that it shows Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's when it'll turn the lights on. If I press it again, it says Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Press it again. Just keep scrolling through. Now it's showing me every day of the week. Monday only, Tuesday only, Wednesday only, Thursday only, Friday only, Saturday only, Sunday only, and it has every combination you can think of. Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday only, Monday through Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and we're back to where we started. Let's say I want this to go every day of the week, so I'm going to set it so that the timer works every day of the week. It turns the lights on at 7:30 p.m. every day of the week. Now to set the program off time, I'll press the program button again, and now you'll see it says program 1 off time. I'll use the hour button to select the hour, and if the lights are coming on at 7:30, I want them to turn off around, we'll say 10:30 or 10:32. And I'll use the week key again to select what days of the week I want this to happen, and since I set the on time for every day of the week, I'm going to set the off time for every day of the week. So program 1 is set. If I wanted to set program 2 now, I would press the program button, and I'd go through the same steps using the hour, minute, and week buttons. And you'll do that for all of the 8 programs should you choose to use all 8. I'm going to put in a program 2 so I can show you another option or another function of this timer. If I've set program 2 on time, and let's say now I'm going to set program 2's off time. If I later decide that I want to clear these programs, then what I'll do is I'll use this handy little R key, and you'll notice that will clear it. So if I scroll back to program 2's on time, and I want to clear it, I use the R key, and you'll notice how it goes blank. And now I want to shut off the program 2's off time and clear that by using the R key. Now, to turn the timer on and off, you will use the on, auto, off button. I'm going to go back to the clock real quick by pressing the clock button. So you'll turn the timer on and off using this button here, and you'll notice that it'll scroll off, auto, on here every time I press it. What this means is when the timer's in the off position, there will be no power supplied to these outlets. If I press it again, in auto mode, the timer will function at the times that I've programmed in 1 through 8's programs. If I press it again, on means that power is being supplied to these outlets. So if I happen to be home and I want my lights to be on, I'll use the on key so that there's power supplied here and I can turn on the lamps. If I'm away from home, I'll want it in the auto position so that the timer turns on the lights at the times I've designated. So let me show you another little handy function of this timer, or feature of this timer. You'll notice up here this little bubble is going to appear when I hold down the week and hour button. See that little bubble show up? I'll press them again so it shuts off and back on. When that little bubble is on, this feature allows the timer to randomly turn on or off the programs within a 2 or 32-minute interval. So instead of, if I've set the timer to come on at 10:15, it'll come on randomly between 2 and 32 minutes within that time frame. And that way it's random and it looks like someone's actually home. So the lights aren't going on and off exactly at the same time every night. So that's handy. One other thing to note when choosing this timer is that the programs turn power on and off to the outlets simultaneously. That means that you cannot use the timer, for example, you cannot program 1 to only turn on this outlet and then use, say, program 2 or 3 to only turn on this outlet. It doesn't work like that. Either power is being supplied to the outlets or it's not. I hope